This video is about the chickens that we recently got. What it shows is the chickens from day one, which is the age they are here, going through to 6 weeks. This scene here shows me taking the chickens out of the box about an hour or so after we returned from the hatchery. We paid for the chickens, but didn't check in the box. We ordered 6 and assumed that we would get 6. But when we returned home, we found that we didn't have 6 chickens, we had 8. So obviously someone down at the hatchery is not so good at counting chickens. At any rate, that's their loss and our gain. These chickens would be about probably around about 12-14 hours of age at this stage, so as you can see, quite sprightly. Now this box that I've got them in is an old fish bin, and I'm just going to make some modifications to that to create a brooder box which will raise the chickens in for the first 3 to 4 weeks. Now what I've got here is I've got a wooden support over the top of the bin and a heat lamp which just fits into the slot there, which keeps it in place and keeps it at a certain level above the chickens. Now the blue container there is an old ice cream container which I've cut a hole in the side and put water in there. What I've got here is some what they call chick mash. That's what I'm taking out of that green bag, and we'll raise the chickens on that for the first 3 or 4 weeks or so to get them up to a reasonable size, and then we'll start to feed them on something that's more substantial. Now this is the chickens. We started to put them outside in an old cold frame, garden cold frame that I had. There's another wooden feeder there that I've made for the chickens, and as it was during the summer, there was no problem to take them out. These chickens are now 2 weeks of age. And as you can see there, they've grown quite a lot in 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. Just let them out here for a bit of a run. They're having a bit of a look around the garden, seeing what they can destroy probably. But when we're not about, we put them back in the cold frame and lower the lid down. Also on one end of it we have a bit of a temporary roof which protects them from the hot sun. Now moving on from there, the chickens now here are at about 4 weeks of age, so they grow really quite quickly. We were harvesting the corn from the garden at the time, and some of these smaller cobs or cobs that had defects we were feeding to them, which obviously they were pretty keen on. Now this is the coop that I've made over the last month or so, and we have the chickens here now. They're just approximately 6 weeks old. I guess now we'd have to call them pullets. And this is me early one morning letting them out of the coop so they can go and have a bit of a run in the backyard. So that's basically it, showing our chickens from the day we got them to approximately 6 weeks later. Now they're all off back up to the garden again probably. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more, just visit justadworms.com.